Title: Modern Reflections on Ancient Practices, the Worship of Other Deities in Contemporary Society. Throughout history, the veneration of entities other than a singular, monotheistic God has been a recurrent theme. This practice is succinctly addressed in the biblical texts of Exodus 20 verse 3 and Daniel 6, where the worship of other gods and figures, namely man, is highlighted. In present times, these ancient scripts can seem distant from our daily lives, but their essence still permeates contemporary society. The notion of worship has evolved but continues to manifest in myriad ways, some of which are incongruent with the directives presented in these scriptural accounts. Exodus 20 verse 3 proclaims, "You shall have no other gods before me." This decree is stark in its demand for exclusive devotion and sets a definitive priority for worship in the life of adherents. The Israelites, surrounded by polytheistic cultures, were admonished to forsake other deities in favor of singular allegiance to their one God. In today's society, the worship of other gods may not always be overtly religious but can take subtle forms, such as the unchecked adulation of material possessions, societal status, or even technological advances. Meanwhile, Daniel 6 recounts an incident from the life of the Jewish prophet Daniel, where he continued his prayers to God despite a royal decree that demanded sole prayers and petitions to the king. This narrative illuminates the concept of man being positioned as a deity, a notion that finds eerie similarities in contemporary society's idolization of celebrities, leaders, and influencers. The phenomenon of hero worship can sometimes border on the religious, with individuals being endowed with attributes and expectations that exceed normal human capacities. Global societies today often find themselves in a paradoxical situation. On one hand, there is an awareness and growing advocacy for religious tolerance and the acceptance of diverse beliefs. On the other, subtle shifts in what is revered or valued, often driven by cultural, economic, or technological trends, can sometimes tip into domains that the scriptures caution against. The challenge for modern society lies in recognizing when admiration crosses over into worship that infringes upon the spiritual teachings such as those found in Exodus and Daniel. The media, fueled by the rapid advancements in technology, plays a significant role in this dynamic. It acts as both a mirror and a catalyst, reflecting existing values and simultaneously accelerating the adoption of new ones. Today's individuals face an unprecedented level of influence. Every screen, be it a phone or a billboard, offers something or someone to admire or emulate. This constant exposure can obscure the lines of devotion that Scripture outlines. The challenge for religious communities and individuals is to forge a path that honors their beliefs while navigating a world filled with distractions and alternate focal points of adoration. Consequently, the timeless messages of Exodus 20 verse 3 and Daniel 6 invite reflection. They prompt a reassessment of what it means to worship and whom or what may be slipping into the position of deity in modern life.